Democratic National Committee is, as you might expect, criticizing GOP candidates ahead of the debate in Milwaukee. DNC Chair Jaime Harrison said the event will host, quote, the most chaotic slate of presidential candidates in history. Jaime Harrison joins us now. Mr. Chairman, good to see you. What do you mean by the most chaotic slate in history? What do you mean by that?
I mean, Major, that these folks are extreme on every measure, on every issue. You know, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have been fighting for more rights and freedoms for the American people, not less. But you look at today's Republican Party. You got folks in this party who have been celebrating Putin. You got folks in this party who want to take away women's rights to control their own bodies because Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley believe that they know better than women know better about what should happen to their own bodies. You're looking at folks who believe in banning books instead of banning the assault weapons that are mowing down our kids. And so when you think about today's Republican Party, they are all MAGA extremists. Doesn't matter if it's Donald Trump or any of the other ones that are going to be on the stage tonight. And what we want to do is to make sure that we paint the contrast. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris believe our better days are ahead of us and not behind us. This crowd believes that our better days are behind us. And that is the difference in this election.
Jaime Harrison, chair of the DNC. What does it mean to you that Trump isn't there?
It really doesn't mean much to me. I mean, that's Ronna McDaniel's problem. In the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's Donald Trump or any of them who end up with a nomination. We are going to focus on making our case to the American people.
I want to talk to you about something that Tim Scott, Republican from South Carolina, says with frequency on the campaign trail. And you know Senator Scott pretty well. He says, as if he's the Republican nominee, he will be Joe Biden and the Democratic Party's biggest nightmare. Is he right?
Well, Tim Scott is currently the biggest nightmare for folks in South Carolina who actually want something to get done. I mean, this guy hadn't delivered anything for South Carolina. He's delivered big tax cuts for the richest and the wealthiest corporations in America. But for the people that I know in my hometown of Orangeburg or in Cameron or in Bamberg or Bowman, some of these really rural towns who just need a senator who will actually deliver for them, they haven't had that in a long time, not since Fritz Hollins. And I can tell you, Tim Scott ain't no Fritz Hollins.
Tell me about these dark Brandon billboards in Milwaukee. Where can people see them and what are they about?
Oh, Dark Brandon is all over the place. It's all over websites, on billboards. Dark Brandon is out there because apparently it drives the Republicans crazy.
A, why do you think that is, and what's the point of driving Republicans crazy?
Who knows? You know, in the end of the day, we are also putting out the messaging that we are for protecting Social Security and Medicare. We are for making sure health care is affordable and accessible to all of America's people. We are for making sure that, you know, working people in this country who have been burdened by student loans can get some of their student loan debt relief off of them. We are for the American people. Again, this election is going to boil down to hope versus fear. We believe in the American people. Republicans right now, they just want more power, and that's not what the American people want.
Chairman Harrison, what does it say to you that during this summer of indictments, politically, it appears former President Trump is stronger than he was before the indictments began?
I don't know, but I don't believe that he's stronger with independents. I don't believe he's stronger with Democrats. And in the end of the day, the coalition that elected the 80 million people who elected Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, a record no other president in the history of this great nation have ever got 80 million votes. Well, we believe that coalition will come back together again and double down on hope once more and send Joe Biden and Kamala Harris back to the White House to finish the job.
Very quickly, Chairman Harrison, there are persistent reports, and it shows up in the polling data, softness among African-American voters for the president's reelection and younger voters 18 to 30. Do you agree, and what are you doing to address it?
Well, listen, it is August of 2023. Most people don't even know who's on this stage tonight, so I don't take much credence in terms of polls. Because in the end of the day, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are going all across this country. Democrats are going across the country to talk about how this administration, which is probably one of the most successful since Lyndon Baines Johnson, has done so much to improve and put America back on track. We are going to make sure that that message gets out to the American people. And then the only poll that matters is November of 2024. And I believe we'll win that poll like we did in 2020.
Democratic National Committee Chairman Jaime Harrison joining us from Milwaukee outside the Republican debate site. We thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for having me.